Welcome to the City of Pasadena, Texas, October 20th, 2020, 6 p.m. Our council meeting will come to order. Invocation by Police Chief Josh Brugger. Councilman Ibarra, you'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If everybody would please stand. If everybody would stand, please. That was you killing me. Thank you.
Good evening. If you please bow your heads as I pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for your many and abundant blessings. I pray for all our city leaders, including the mayor and city council members. I ask that you grant all our leaders the ability to work together in harmony, even when there's disagreement, wisdom as they consider items on the agenda before them, and personal peace in their lives. Please continue to bestow your grace and mercy on the city of Pasadena. Finally, provide healing, comfort, and peace for the family of Houston Police Department Sergeant Harold Preston, who was tragically killed in the line of duty this morning. Please provide a hedge of protection to all the first responders as they carry out their duties in the face of danger and uncertainty each day. It is in your most blessed name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Councilman Ibarra.
As Chief Brugger said, our thoughts and prayers with the Sergeant Preston family. Suffered loss today at Houston. That I'll pass, Mayor.
Councilman Lehman. Sorry.
As Councilman Ibarra said, I want to offer my condolences to the family of Sergeant Preston that was killed this morning in the line of duty. And one of our police officers was injured in a traffic accident recently, Sergeant Brian Dudley, and I want to wish him a speedy recovery also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Harrison.
Thank you, Mayor. Another police officer lost their lives today, Officer Presley, and a fire marshal, arson investigator, not a marshal, arson investigator lost his life a few days ago in the city of Houston. But our police officers have a very dangerous job, especially in today's society. In the city of Houston's crime rate's gone up 11%. I don't know what Pasadena is. We haven't got a report lately. But we ought to really consider and have respect for our police department and fire department. And the second thing, record turnout is taking place in Harris County. It's one of the highest turnouts, I think, since 2008 that we've ever had. And the thought of the week here, by voting, we add our voice to the chorus that forms opinions and the basis for actions. That even holds true for the city council. But it doesn't make any difference what party you're in. It's really greatness. I see America again with all the people standing in line to vote. That's what truly America is. And I see hope. Get out and vote and wear your mask. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Casados.
Thank you, Mayor. Glad to see everybody here this evening. I know it's been a couple long 2 weeks, I guess, since the last meeting, but it's good to see everybody. I too would like to send my condolences out to Sergeant Preston and also speedy recovery for Sergeant Dudley. I saw he had been injured in a motorcycle wreck, and he was off duty doing some extra work and trying to do what everybody else does to provide for their family, and unfortunately was in an accident, and I bid him a hope he has a speedy recovery. I'd also like to remind everybody to vote. Get out and vote. It's very important. Also, continue to practice your social distancing, wearing your masks. We still are in a code red here in Harris County. Yeah, it looks like the cases and the number of hospital beds, usage is going up. And lastly, I would like to just pray, and my condolences go out to the 114 families that have lost a loved one here in Pasadena due to COVID, so that I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Wheeler.
Thank you, Mayor. Like everyone else, my heart and my feelings go out to Sergeant Preston of HPD and also Officer Dudley here in Pasadena. With that, I'll pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Hayden.
Thank you, Mayor. Let me just say, if you have not voted, get out and vote. I know I voted this past weekend, and continue to pray for everyone that has COVID-19.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Bass.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. We had a group come in. They're probably watching tonight. It's Impact. It's through the Pasadena Chamber. It's a great deal. I think they go 1 year, and so they've started in January. We got to meet them before pre-council today. So good luck to you guys. Also want to offer my condolences to Officer Preston and also Officer Brian Dudley. I believe they're going to have a barbecue benefit for him. It's on Facebook and on the neighborhood. You can take a look at it. It's $10. You get a sandwich and some chips and stuff like that. So go in there and try to help him out. Also, we had a dedication for Fire Station 8, and I believe that was Friday. And right during the ribbon cutting, I got a text, and I got a new granddaughter, and she is 6 pounds 1 ounce, and her name is, I'm gonna try this, Moira Lane Bass, and she's born on 10/16. Anyway,
You did a good job on that. Congratulations. Councilman Singer.
I'd like to say congratulations to Councilman Bass on his new addition and becoming a grandfather, so congratulations. Also, too, I'd like to share thoughts and prayers go out to Brian Dudley and his family. He was injured in a motorcycle accident, returning back from a funeral escort on an extra job. He was hit by a vehicle and is in pretty serious condition, having several surgeries. And there will be a fundraiser for Officer Dudley Friday, October 23rd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it'll be held at Powell Gym. And the physical address is, 2910 Southmore Avenue. So Friday from 11 to 4, please stop by and help support with some of his medical expenses. I too would like to share condolences to the family of arson investigator for the Houston Fire Department, the Mule Bruce. He lost his life tragically as he was gunned down trying to do his job. And then also today to HPD Sergeant Harold Preston, who lost his life as he was tragically killed in the line of duty as well. So thoughts and prayers go out to them. I do want to say thank you to the citizens of Pasadena. Mayor Wagner, thank you for your leadership. Yourself, myself, and Councilman Bass were at the dedication for our new Fire Station 8 on Crenshaw. And it's a privilege to be able to support our first responders, giving them the equipment, tools, and facilities that they need to do their jobs so that they can return safely. But tools and facilities need to be surrounded with our prayers to bring these folks home, as well as all of our citizens each and every day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I also want to say Bobby Hooper, who was a council member here back in the 70s, he passed away. His funeral will be Friday. Yeah, it'll be Friday, let me see if I remember seeing, 2 o'clock at Waters Road, Church of Christ. 2 o'clock, Friday. Yes, sir. Okay, with all that, brings us to citizens wishing to speak to council. Robert Jeter III. Excuse me again.
First off, my condolences to the family of Tamara Zala. Tamara grew up in Deer Park, but via political activism has had significant impact upon the city and citizens of Pasadena, even becoming the campaign manager for former state representative Robert Talton in the last mayoral race. 35 years old, a brilliant mind, and a beautiful life cut way too short. The night before Tamara's funeral, we got word that another friend had made the tragic decision to take their own life. Shelley Jones Stokes, also of Deer Park. Shelley's impact upon our city is that over the last several years, she would have me come out to homes of interested customers of the Health Nut on Center Street and register them to vote. We buried her this morning. Members of this council have advocated for tighter lockdowns and what it boils down to is more restrictive government control of populations. The exact opposite of what my wonderful friends dedicated their lives towards. Two good friends, mentors, patriots, and fellow board members I've lost in about a week. These women, these strong, empowered champions of liberty, lived for a vision better than what we currently have. From October 1st through 4th of 2020, the American Institute for Economic Research had a meeting of top epidemiologists, economists, and journalists to discuss the global emergency. The result is the Great Barrington Declaration, which urges a focused protection strategy. Schools and universities should be open for in-person teaching. Extracurricular activities such as sports should be resumed. Young, low-risk adults should work normally rather than from home. Restaurants and other businesses should be open. Arts, music, sport, and other cultural activities should resume. That is their findings, which some members of council and those in the media would not like to discuss. But council, I am awfully tired of burying my friends, and so with a tear in my eye and sense of urgency for those we can still save, I encourage the city of Pasadena to lead the way with a resolution nullifying the enforcement of all non-administrative executive orders until the next legislative session. It is time that we let people decide our own fate, not those in government or propaganda that would rob us blind. I like politics when the politician actually helps people. Cameras out. Help Pasadena move forward and live free, council. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Sorry for the loss of your friends. Christina Womack.
Hello, Mayor, City Councilman. The Pasadena Chamber was pleased to host Impact Pasadena today, teaching them about city government. So they aren't here physically in person, but they are upstairs on the second floor. So if you guys want to wave to them and say hello to them and stop by if you didn't get a chance, thank you to those that did ahead of time. This transformational leadership program is all about teaching them about community and understanding how to engage and make an impact and growing leaders. And so today, I want to say a special thank you to the mayor and all of the departments that spent time educating them and teaching them about how city government works and the many first responders and their departments and how important it is that those departments are working cohesively and collaboratively. So we look forward to seeing great things out of this class of leaders as well. They have a few more months and they've had to adjust it this year, but they've done a tremendous job and we are fortunate to be working with them. Your chamber is 16 days away from Taste of the Town on November 5th, and it's again going to be a drive-in format, so folks can purchase their ticket by car, drive up, go get their food and visit the vendors and go back to their car and enjoy the show, the live auction, and the live music from the Slag. So you can purchase tickets online at pasadenachamber.org. It's also going to be a great way for us to celebrate the success of the Pasadena Loves Local initiative. And so phase 1 of the Pasadena Cares Financial Assistance Grant Program ended last week. However, phase 2 opened today. And so small businesses with fewer than 50 employees that are located in the city of Pasadena have until November 20th to apply for the next round of grants. And thanks to the Pasadena Economic Development Corporation and the city for allocating that $250,000 to help recover and rebuild. So if you need flyers or you have businesses that you want to make sure have that information that haven't been visited, thanks to the teams, we're all collectively working to make sure that businesses know about that. So make sure that you let your constituents know. And as always, if there are businesses looking for information on how to engage in the chamber, we'll be hosting our next Membership 101 orientation to learn how to maximize and focus on growing our small businesses. So thank you all.
Thank you, Christina. Thanks for all your work you do. Okay, council brings us down to the presentation of minutes, October 6, 2020, 10 a.m.
Motion.
Motion Lehman.
Second.
Second Bass. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Brings us down to progress payments.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine. Second Harrison. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Brings us down to finance resolutions.
Motion.
Motion Caton.
Second.
Second Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Brings down to personnel changes A.
Motion.
We have a motion by Lehman,
Second.
second by Bass. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
We have one no. Castelos, excuse me. All right, Madam Secretary, if you'll read 2020-126 first, we have a roll call vote on that.
An ordinance proposing the adoption of property tax for the 2020 tax year of 0.533677 per $100 value for the city of Pasadena, Harris County, Texas, the same as the no new tax revenue tax rate, formerly known as the effective tax rate, which is lower than the 2019 adopted tax rate of 0.57034442 per $100 by 0.036665 or 6.43% lower, authorizing the levy, assessment, and collection of ad valorem taxes based upon the established rate, declaring distribution of said tax rate in the general fund and the debt service fund of the city, and provided for a severability clause.
Motion Ibarra,
Second.
second by Shanebine. Okay, roll call vote will start. We have, okay, I'm sorry, discussion. Go ahead, sir. Any discussion?
Mayor?
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So this is a great thing for the city of Pasadena. We're getting this tax rate at 53 cents now. It's a good thing. I want to say and that in order to get these lower tax rates, or in order to get a higher tax rate, I should say, you gotta have 6 votes from council. And the reason why we haven't been able to increase tax rates that the mayor and other council members have been pushing for lately is because 4 council members stuck together. And that is the main reason why we're getting a lower tax rate at 53 cents. The north side of the Pasadena are the ones that really fought to make this tax rate as low as it can be, and I want to thank those council members for doing that. That I pass.
Well, I should appreciate
Mayor,
that, sir.
Mayor.
You make the talk, sir.
I would like to address our lower tax rate. The reason we're able to have a lower tax rate is because of our sound physical condition with our budget. And I would like to give credit to the council members who have moved the city forward in a responsible way, protecting our citizens, providing city services, and to be at the point where we can reduce taxes to our citizens. It's not a north and south issue. People all through this city pay taxes. And to be able to lower it to 6.43% less is quite an accomplishment from this administration. And 4 council members did not make this happen. People on this council made this happen. And I'd like for the citizens of Pasadena to understand that, you know, we are to protect our citizens and provide city services and lower costs overall. And that's our job and that's our responsibility together. With that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Any other comment?
Mayor.
Excuse me, sir. It's
Okay.
Rich Wheeler's.
Okay, first of all, the word is fiscal, F-I-S-C-A-L, fiscal, not physically.
Really?
Fiscal. Secondly, yes, the 4 council members from Northside voted no to raise your taxes every year since this mayor's been in office, and the other council members have not. So I know the mayor put out a press statement saying that he's the lowest tax rate, all this and all that. That was against his wishes, and so it was a little disingenuous and really just dishonest to take credit for that. How about that? I'll pass.
Thank you, sir. Any other comment?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
I don't think the council should sit up here and point fingers and say, these 4 did this, these 6 did that. The thing is, we're lowering the tax rate for the citizens of Pasadena, And we're still gonna have the same city services, we're not cutting any services, but we are lowering the tax rate, and it's not, this group against that group. I think we're all in agreement that this is the best thing for Pasadena. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. Any other comment?
Mayor,
Is that Caton? Go ahead, sir.
I'd just like to mention, we have not been pushing for a higher tax rate on this city council, as one of our councilmen stated. In fact, we've lowered the tax rate, our property tax rate, 2 years in a row. In fact, this year, we lowered it even lower than last year. We're down to 6.43% that we'd lowered it this year without a pass.
Thank you, sir. Any other comment? Go ahead, Mr. Harrison, go ahead.
We don't need to thank this council, we need to thank the state legislature. They're the ones who passed the law. In their words of wisdom, the Republicans did see that there was abuse of the tax dollars in the local government, county government, and its effect for all the state of Texas. And we look on a little history a little bit. 2 years ago, they had people calling to see how certain council members are going to vote on the tax rate. That's against the law. That's a violation of the Open Meetings Law. And they found out that they didn't have enough votes. This happened 2 years ago. So now the same thing has happened again. They knew that the minority was going to vote no on the 57-cent tax rate. So therefore, we had to go to the effective tax. Let's get real and tell the truth for a change. And that is the truth. This legislature's the one that passed the law. We just followed it by 4 minority votes. With that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Barr.
I just want to add that the city's been fiscally sound since I've been up here and for decades. So we've been providing services, public safety, fire, parks, you name it, for the last 5 decades or more. So that'll happen.
Thank you, sir.
Mayor,
Go ahead, Mr.
everybody else has talked, so I'll put in my 2 cents. I believe we're going to have a roll call vote, and watch the roll call vote. I think you're going to see a unified council here on this tax rate, which is good for the city. With that, I pass.
Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Roll call vote. Ibarra. Lehman.
Yes?
Harrison.
Yes.
Casados.
Yep.
Wheeler.
Aye.
Caton.
Yes?
Bass.
Yes.
Shanebein.
Yes.
And the mayor says yes. Okay, that passes. Now, Madam Secretary, if we'll go to
143?
143,
Okay.
we have an amendment on that one. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Ordinance 2021-43, authorizing and approving a water supply and wastewater treatment agreement between the city of Pasadena, Texas, and the city of Seabrook, Texas, amending ordinance 8840.
Motion?
Motion in Caton,
Second?
second by Lehman. Any questions?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
I'd like to make a motion to amend ordinance 2020-143 on final reading to substitute the attached Exhibit A.
Need a second?
Second.
Shanebein seconded. Any questions? All in favor on the amendment?
Aye.
Any opposed? Amendment passes. Let's go back to the original ordinance. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes. All right, Madam Secretary, go ahead.
All right. Ordinance 2020-121, granting to Air Products LLC the right, privilege, and franchise of permit to lay, replace, construct, repair, maintain, operate, and remove one 10-inch hydrogen pipeline routed on and across parcels of land in center line and right of which as shown on the attached plats and the courses and distances descriptions in the attached Exhibit A, incorporated herein for all purposes, all in the corporate limits of the city of Pasadena, Texas, and in accordance with plans and specifications heretofore filed with the Department of Public Works and the Department of Planning, prescribing the terms and conditions under which said right, privilege, franchise, or permit is granting, and providing for acceptance. Ordinance 2020-127, authorizing and approving a grant application and agreement between the city of Pasadena, Texas, and the Texas Department of Transportation in the amount of $151,983.39 to conduct a comprehensive vehicular traffic enforcement program to be administered by the Pasadena Police Department. Ordinance 2020-128, authorizing and approving a grant application and agreement between the city of Pasadena, Texas, and the Texas Department of Transportation in the amount of $23,989.02 to conduct a commercial motor vehicle Traffic Enforcement Program to be administered by the Pasadena Police Department. Ordinance 2021-29, authorizing and approving a contract with Cirrus Engineers, Inc. for design services for the Brook Road Paving and Drainage Improvements Project, CIPS 114, for a total appropriation $573,560 from the 2017 Certificate of Obligation Fund Balance Account. Ordinance 2021-30, authorizing an improvement agreement with LJA Engineering, Inc. for assistance related to FEMA Community Rating System Program and assistance with flood control complaints and development permit inspections for the city of Pasadena, $80,000. Ordinance 2021-31, authorizing approving a contract with LJA Engineering, Inc. for Phase 1 MS4 permit compliance assistant for the city of Pasadena, $130,000. Ordinance 2020-132, authorizing approving agreement with HR Green, Inc. for professional services for water system model update, $50,000. Ordinance 2020-133, an ordinance canceling the agreement authorized by city ordinance 2014-131 between the city of Pasadena, Texas and Harris County for maintenance of Olson Park. Ordinance 2020-134, changing the names of 4 public street rights-of-way within the city of Pasadena, Harris County, Texas, officially designating the improved street rights-of-way as Larry Candelaria Memorial Park, Jesse Hamilton Memorial Drive, Arthur Dowdy Memorial Drive, and Les Early Memorial Drive in honor of Pasadena police officers killed in the line of duty, established an effective date, and providing a repealing clause, savings clause, and severability clause. Ordinance 2021-35, authorizing and approving a grant award from the state of Texas Office of the Attorney General, Victim Coordinator, and Liaison Grant Program in the amount of $42,000. This is a continuation year 2 of a 2-year grant. This agreement was previously authorized under the City of Pasadena Ordinance 2019-173, Ordinance 2021-36, authorizing and approving a 12-month supply contract with Baker & Taylor LLC using Text Smart Buy Contract 715M2, $215,000. Ordinance 2021-37, amending ordinance number 2021-06, which approved an interlocal agreement and right of entry with Harris County Flood Control District for the Partnership Park Annex Drainage Improvements Project, CIPD 039, and the Golden Acres Detention Project, CIPD 044, in which the county will fund an amount not to exceed $738,000 for design and construction. Ordinance 2021-38, authorizing and approving a lease agreement with the new Singular Wireless PCS AT&T LLC to grant new Singular Wireless PCS AT&T LLC permission to lease space on the city's telecommunications towers located adjacent to the new municipal court building. Ordinance 2021-39, accepting and approving a grant award and agreement from the Texas Department of Public Safety Division of Emergency Management for the fiscal year 2020 emergency management performance grants in the amount of $46,004.81 to be administered by the Emergency Management Department. Ordinance 2021-40, authorizing and approving the purchase of 1 Pierce custom chassis 100-foot mid-mounted aerial and 1 IHC non-walk-in rescue trucks from Siddons Martin Emergency Group using HTAD contract FS12 19 $1,980,329. Ordinance 2021-42, authorizing and approving an agreement with John Thomas for Tennis Pro Concessionaire Services at the Harris P. Taylor Tennis Center.
Motion Bass. Second Ibarra. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Madam Secretary brings down the first readings.
Ordinance 2021-44. Ordinance 2020.
You sound like me now.
Okay. Ordinance 2021-44, authorizing and approving the contract with Red River Technology LLC for purchase of computer hardware, software licenses, installation and support utilizing Texas Department of Information Resources, DRR, contract DRR TSO 4167, $69,497. Ordinance 2021-45, authorizing and approving extension to service agreement by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas and PS Lightwave, Inc. to provide 2 network communication lines between the City of Pasadena and Houston Transfer for sharing of live traffic feed, which was originally approved by Ordinance 2017-183. Ordinance 2021-46, authorizing approving a contract between the City of Pasadena, Texas and Avaya, Inc. for the city's annual maintenance for Avaya phone system and Audex answering system utilizing the Harris County Department of Education Choice Partners Cooperative Contract 18056 KD05, $72,398.52. Ordinance 2020-147, authorize a contract with Architectura Development, Inc. for the demolition and reconstruction of a single-family home located at 1205 Glen Avenue, Pasadena, Texas, 77506, for a total appropriation $131,888.90. Funds provided under the Home Investment Partnerships Program. And ordinance 2020-148, authorize a contract with Artecular Development, Inc. for the demolition and reconstruction of a single-family home located at 1015 Austin Avenue, Pasadena, Texas, 77506, for a total appropriation $197,888.90, funds provided under the Home Investment Partnerships Program. Ordinance 2020-149, authorizing improvement contract renewal for Microsoft Office software licensing from SHI Government Solutions, Inc., utilizing the Texas Department of Information Resources, contract DRR TSO 4092, $100,212, and ordinance 2021-50, amending ordinance 2012-197, a water supply agreement between the city of Pasadena, Texas, and the Port of Houston Authority.
Motion.
Motion Wheeler, second, was that Ibarra? Any questions? All in favor? Oh, you had a question? Go ahead, sir.
On 2020-150, I'm going to be voting no on this time. I still need to do some research on this. I know that we had some water rates that we approved, I think, last year sometime, and I just want to correlate, make sure everything's still looking good with that.
Okay, this first reading only, it's a good time to do, yes, sir.
So anyway, I'd like to get some more information on that. If the water department can give me some of that, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, sir. Okay, go ahead, sir.
I just got a point of information. I've written down the ordinances. On half of them, Madam Secretary, you said 2020. On another half of them, you said 2021.
2020.
On the ordinance,
Oh.
you read them. Is that,
I didn't realize I did that. I'll make sure I had it 2020. I didn't realize that I did that. If I did, I apologize. I'm getting way ahead of
almost
myself.
half of them, you said 2021. Anyway, you'll correct it, I appreciate
Okay,
it.
thank you. I'm
Thank
sorry, I
you.
didn't realize I
Madam,
did that.
you better correct that, stop that.
Okay, I must
Well,
be-
what,
No, I
it's a
get what
matter
you're
of
saying.
public record. That
That's why I said you better
2021
Thank you.
we
We're all
definitely
good.
corrected.
Okay, thank you. I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Okay.
Sorry if I did that. I apologize. Thank
can
you.
listen
All right.
to-
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
One no on
Yes,
150.
on 150.
On 150, okay, got it. Okay, resolutions, 2020-125, a resolution accepting an in-kind donation of 400 Whataburger tattoos, 400 free kids meals coupons, and 400 Pez dispenser valued at $2,156 from Whataburger for use by the Parks and Recreation Department in connection with the Monster Mash event on October 24, 2020. Resolution 2020-126, a resolution authorizing the mayor of the city of Pasadena on behalf of the Pasadena Police Department to accept the donation of 3 Drugbuster paddle cards and 12 training goggles valued at $3,587 from the Pasadena Police Citizen Academy Alumni Association to be used in the Police Community Services Division. Resolution 2020-127, a resolution accepting a donation from Walmart in the amount of $500 for use by the Community Relations Department in connection with the Field of Bus event. Resolution 2020-128, a resolution accepting a donation of 50 meal cards valued at up to $4.50 each for a total of $225 from Chick-fil-A for use by the Neighborhood Network in connection with the Pasadena Complete Court Committee, Count Committee, or as needed for any program, event, or activity during the scope of their work. Resolution 2020-129, a resolution accepting donations from various donors in the combined amount of $4,169.50 for use by the Animal Control in connection with the medical care of the animals in the shelter. Resolution 2020-130, a resolution updating the utility allowance schedule for the Housing Choice Voucher Program in accordance with HUD 24 CFR 982-517. Resolution 2020-131, a resolution authorizing and approving the submission of an application to the Texas General Land Office for Community Development Block Grant Mitigation Program and authorizing the mayor and/or designee to act as the city executive officer and authorize representative in all matters pertaining to the city's participation in the Community Development Block Grant Mitigation Program. Resolution 2020-132, a resolution approving a memorandum of understanding by between the Pasadena Independent School District in regards to radio emergency services equipment, and Resolution 2020-132, a resolution designating delegate representatives and alternates to the General Assembly and Board of Directors of the Houston-Galveston Area Council for the year 2021, and Resolution 2020-134, a resolution authorizing and approving an interlocal agreement by between the City of Pasadena and Lee City Police Department for use of the Pasadena Training Facility to include firing range, driving facility, and classrooms to conduct law enforcement training.
Motion.
Motion Wheeler,
Second.
second Harrison. Any questions?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
on item J, It's wonderful to see the cooperation between us and League City with our police training facility, and that we're gonna have other local jurisdictions be able to utilize it as well, and support that facility for us. And,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? Thank everybody for coming out. God bless you. This meeting is adjourned.